Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here with us today. I want to first of all commend everyone for being here for this event. And when I looked at the advertisement, it said free food, free transportation, free activities for kids. And what stood out to me was people in our communities don't always have access to food, transportation, and activities for kids every day. And we know that we need access to jobs if we expect people to work. We know that we expect our kids to learn, but we're sending them to school hungry. And we know that in order for our youth to be safe, we need to be able to have activities for them that are free. That is the reality in a lot of our communities, that we don't have access to them. I bring you greetings from the city of Tracy. Tracy is one of the cities in San Joaquin Valley that is up and coming, pretty well to do, and there's a lot of opportunity, like other places in the valley. Those opportunities, unfortunately, are not always accessible if you're middle class, if you're poor, if you need affordable housing, if you're a mom who cannot afford childcare, if you're homeless, or if you're in need of mental health. And these are issues that we have to address in our community because everyone should be able to access these things. The issues that we are facing are fixable. And I'm gonna ask for your assistance in helping us to correct some of these issues. As was mentioned, I get an opportunity to live in two worlds, working in the nonprofit community, but also working as an elected official. And in order to fix these things, what I've realized is that we have to untell some untruths that have been told to us about how we operate in our community. We really just have to tell the truth and expose the lies that are being told to our community. Number one, people who live in apartments are not criminals. We need access to affordable housing. And we cannot have access to affordable housing if we have policies that allow people to say, we don't want those people in our neighborhoods because they've come so far that they forgot what it's like to live in an apartment. We can't expect to be able to address homelessness and gentrification when people are being pushed out of our communities, even in the valley, pushed further and further out of their communities, cannot even afford to live in the communities that they grew up in. We cannot ignore those situations, and we don't need to study everything to death to see that there's a problem. In regards to education, we can't treat our kids like criminals and get mad when they believe how we treat them, and they go to school and they act like criminals. We really need to step in and step up, and every day I spend my time begging the principals, before you let them come in contact with law enforcement, before you suspend or expel them, just give me a chance to have my staff work with these kids. And what we find out is that they can't access mental health, they're at school hungry, but we expect them to behave properly. So until we address these issues, we're gonna have issues in our schools. So we have to untell the lie that our kids are criminals, when really what they're doing is reacting to a system that treats them like criminals. We cannot wait to fix these issues. Thank you. So in order for us to do the right thing and get people to do the right thing for us, we have to stop letting people lie to us. We have to stop electing people who want to be seen and start electing people who want to do the right thing. We have to reject the trickle-down economics that are working against our own interests. Let's just think about it. Have you ever seen anything trickle and be successful and be anything of substance? So those things do not work for us. Let's stop also letting people give us this divide and conquer by telling us things like, you're not that kind of black person because we've achieved a little bit of success, and that's their way of letting us believe that the issues of the dreamers and the issues of immigration don't apply to us. So those are the type of lies that we have to stop letting people tell us in our communities, because the civil rights fight is not over. It's just a different fight. It looks a little differently. So in order for us to be able to achieve true equity in our community, we can't leave the fate of the valley to change. We can't expect people who don't really love people to lead us. We have to be strategic, we have to be committed, and we all must rise up for the valley to rise. Thank you.